The Grand Theft Auto (GTA) series has long stood at the forefront of open-world gaming, continuously pushing the boundaries of narrative depth, environmental complexity, and interactive freedom. As speculation mounts over the forthcoming GTA 6, the gaming community's wishlist reflects a collective aspiration for a game that not only surpasses its predecessors, but also sets new standards for immersive gameplay. This essay delves into these wishlist items, exploring how they could revolutionize the GTA series and elevate the entire gaming industry, a world of unprecedented diversity. The call for a more diverse setting in GTA 6 is at the heart of the community's wishlist. Players envision a game world that spans multiple cities and rural areas, each marked by its unique landscape, culture, and activities. This setting would not only offer a richer tapestry of environments to explore, from bustling urban centers to serene countryside, mountains, and beaches, but also provide a broader canvas for storytelling. Such diversity could introduce a range of missions and narratives that reflect the complexities and nuances of different locales, enhancing the game's realism and relatability. The dynamics of weather and character. An advanced dynamic weather system is another coveted feature, with the potential to significantly impact gameplay. Extreme weather conditions could affect missions, requiring players to adapt their strategies to storms, floods, or snow. This level of environmental interactivity would add a layer of unpredictability and challenge, making the game world feel more alive and responsive. Parallel to environmental diversity, deeper character customization options represent a desire for greater personalization and agency in the game, allowing players to tailor their protagonist's appearance, clothing, and personality traits would not only foster a deeper connection to the game, but also influence interactions with NPCs, adding depth to social dynamics and narrative outcomes. Revolutionizing storytelling and interaction. The wishlist for GTA 6 includes a demand for richer storytelling, characterized by interconnected stories and meaningful choices. The ability for player decisions to significantly impact the game's world, leading to different endings, would offer a level of narrative complexity and replayability previously unseen in the series. This approach would weave a dense narrative fabric where every choice carries weight, enhancing the emotional and psychological engagement of players. Complementing the narrative ambitions are calls for next-gen AI and enhanced vehicle dynamics. NPCs with daily routines and dynamic reactions to player actions would contribute to a more immersive world, blurring the lines between game and reality. Meanwhile, a more realistic vehicle handling experience, including customizable options for cars, motorcycles, boats, and potentially airplanes, would enrich the gameplay, offering nuanced and varied interactions with the game's modes of transportation. Evolving worlds and strategic depth. The concept of an evolving game world where player actions visibly change environments and NPC behavior over time reflects a desire for a living, breathing virtual ecosystem. This dynamic world would not only reflect the consequences of player decisions, but also foster a sense of permanence and impact. More complex heist missions and strategic missions are also high on the wish list, demanding thorough planning, recruiting, and execution. These missions would introduce a strategic layer to gameplay, rewarding careful preparation and adaptability with multiple approaches and outcomes. Legal realities and online integration. An improved law enforcement response and expanded online world signify the community's wish for a more nuanced and interconnected GTA experience. A realistic law enforcement system with investigations and a memory of player actions would add a layer of realism and consequence. Meanwhile, seamless integration between the single-player campaign and GTA Online with cross-platform play would enhance community engagement and continuity between modes. Immersion, interaction, and community virtual reality support, substantial environmental interaction, and an advanced economy system are seen as key to deepening immersion. VR capabilities, particularly for driving and flying, would offer an unparalleled first-person experience. The ability to interact with nearly all objects and a dynamic economy influenced by player actions would create a richly interactive and responsive world. The wishlist also emphasizes cultural diversity, moral complexity, and comprehensive mod support, highlighting a desire for a game that not only entertains, but also reflects the diversity of the real world and respects the creativity of its community. The community's wishlist for GTA 6 represents a vision for the future of open-world gaming, characterized by unprecedented diversity, dynamic interactivity, and deep narrative complexity. By realizing these features, GTA 6 could redefine what it means to inhabit a virtual world, offering players an experience that is as enriching and varied as life itself. As we look forward to the next chapter in the Grand Theft Auto saga, the possibilities seem as boundless as the game world we hope to explore. Expanding the canvas, a more diverse setting. At the forefront of the wishlist for GTA 6 is an expansive, multifaceted world that promises to transport players across a spectrum of environments, from the pulsating heart of urban sprawls to the tranquil expanse of rural landscapes. The desire for a game world that includes multiple cities, each with its own unique character and story, alongside vast countryside, towering mountains, and serene beaches, speaks to a longing for diversity that mirrors the real world. This setting would not only serve as a playground for exploration, but also as a stage for a variety of missions and activities that draw inspiration from the distinct characteristics of each locale. Urban complexity and rural serenity. Imagine navigating the dense, bustling streets of a city inspired by the likes of New York or Tokyo, where skyscrapers cast long shadows over the myriad of lives unfolding below. Each neighborhood would pulse with its own rhythm, offering a rich tapestry of cultures, challenges, and stories. Contrast this with the tranquility of rural areas, where the gameplay shifts to reflect a slower pace of life, with activities ranging from off-roading on rugged mountain paths to serene fishing in a secluded lake. The stark differences in setting would not only provide a visual and experiential contrast, but also allow for a broader range of gameplay mechanics and narrative opportunities. Environmental storytelling. The diverse setting also offers a unique opportunity for environmental storytelling, where the history and culture of each area are woven into the very fabric of the landscape. Abandoned buildings, historical landmarks, and local folklore could serve as breadcrumbs, leading players on a journey of discovery that enriches their understanding of the game world. This approach to storytelling would encourage exploration, rewarding players with deeper narrative layers hidden within the environment. The impact of dynamic weather. Central to the wishlist is a dynamic weather system that goes beyond aesthetic changes, significantly affecting gameplay and strategy. The introduction of extreme weather conditions such as storms, floods, and blizzards would challenge players to adapt their approaches to missions and exploration. For instance, a heist planned on a sunny day might suddenly face complications from an unexpected storm, forcing players to alter their strategy on the fly. This unpredictability would add a layer of realism and excitement, making each playthrough unique. Weather as a narrative device. Beyond its impact on gameplay, weather could also serve as a powerful narrative device, setting the mood for key story moments or reflecting the emotional state of the protagonist. A thunderstorm might rage during a particularly tense confrontation, amplifying the drama, while a gentle snowfall could provide a backdrop of quiet introspection. The dynamic weather system, therefore, becomes a tool for storytelling, seamlessly integrated into the narrative to enhance emotional depth and immersion. Tailoring the experience, deeper character customization. The call for deeper character customization reflects a desire for personalization and expression within the game world. Players seek extensive options to tailor their protagonist's appearance, clothing, and even personality traits, allowing for a unique identity that influences interactions with NPCs and the world at large. This level of customization would not only allow players to project themselves into the game, but also impact social dynamics and relationships, adding a layer of depth to character interactions. Personality and consequence. Incorporating personality traits into the customization options opens up intriguing possibilities for gameplay and narrative. A character's demeanor could affect dialogue options, NPC reactions, and even mission outcomes. A more aggressive personality might intimidate potential allies or escalate confrontations, while a charismatic character could negotiate their way through obstacles. This system would encourage players to consider not only the aesthetic aspects of their character, but also the practical implications of their personality on the world around them. The wishlist for GTA 6 paints a picture of a game that aspires to be more than just an advancement in technology or scale. It seeks to offer an experience that is deeply personalized, richly diverse, and dynamically responsive, setting a new standard for what is possible in open-world gaming. As we delve further into these desired features, it becomes clear that the community's vision for GTA 6 is not just about expanding the boundaries of the game world, but also deepening the connection between the player and the virtual world they inhabit. revolutionizing gameplay through weather and AI. The integration of a dynamic weather system and next-generation AI into GTA 6 stands as a testament to the community's desire for a more immersive and unpredictable gaming experience. These elements, working in tandem, promise to bring the virtual world to life in unprecedented ways, making every interaction and every decision carry weight and consequence. Weather, a catalyst for dynamic gameplay. The advanced weather system envisioned for GTA 6 is not merely a cosmetic upgrade, it's a transformative gameplay mechanic. Imagine planning a high-stakes heist only to have a torrential downpour obscure your vision, or navigating treacherous mountain roads as a sudden snowstorm sets in. These are not just challenges to overcome, but opportunities for players to demonstrate adaptability and strategic thinking. Weather becomes a character in its own right, a force that can aid or hinder, creating stories that are as unpredictable as they are unique. Moreover, the impact of weather extends beyond the immediate challenge of adverse conditions. Long-term environmental effects, such as floods altering the landscape or snowstorms blocking previously accessible paths, could introduce a layer of strategic planning to the game. Players would need to consider not just the immediate forecast, but the potential lasting changes to the environment when planning their activities. Next-gen AI, breathing life into the virtual world. The Wishlist's emphasis on next-generation AI reflects a yearning for a world that feels alive, where NPCs are not just background characters, but integral parts of the ecosystem. With routines, personalities, and dynamic reactions to player actions, these virtual inhabitants could offer new depths of interaction and immersion. A character you help on the street might later become an ally, while an offended bystander could turn into a persistent nemesis. This level of detail in NPC behavior would make the world of GTA 6 feel organic and responsive, a place where every action has ripples that affect the narrative tapestry, enhanced vehicle dynamics and strategic depth. The desire for enhanced vehicle dynamics and more complex heist missions speaks to the community's appetite for a richer, more nuanced gameplay experience. Vehicles have always been a cornerstone of the GTA series, and GTA 6 could take this to new heights with physics and handling that vary not just by car model, but by customization, damage, and environmental conditions. This would add a layer of strategy and personalization to pursuits and getaways, making each drive a unique experience. Strategic missions, elevating the heist. The community's call for more complex and strategic missions, particularly heists, underscores a desire for gameplay that challenges the mind, as well as the reflexes. Planning a heist in GTA 6 could involve a myriad of factors, from recruiting the right crew and choosing the best equipment to considering the time of day and even the weather. This strategic depth would ensure that missions are not just about execution, but about careful preparation and adaptability, with multiple paths to success and consequences for failure, a living, evolving game world. Central to the wishlist for GTA 6 is the concept of an evolving game world, one that reflects the consequences of player actions in tangible ways. This living world would go beyond simple cosmetic changes, affecting NPC behavior, available missions, and even the player's reputation. Such dynamism would lend a sense of permanence to the player's actions, making the game world a canvas on which their story is painted. The impact of player decisions. In this envisioned game world, the choices players make could lead to visible changes in the environment and society. Helping a neighborhood defend against gang attacks might result in a safer, more prosperous area, while engaging in rampant criminal activity could see a district fall into decay. This cause and effect relationship would extend to the game's economy, law enforcement response, and even the narrative, creating a truly personalized experience that reflects the player's journey through the game. The wishlist for GTA 6 represents a bold vision for the future of open-world gaming, one that blends innovative technology with deep strategic gameplay to create an immersive and dynamic experience. As we explore further into these desired features, it's clear that the community's hopes for GTA 6 are not just about expanding the game's scale, but deepening the richness and complexity of the world it offers. This vision challenges the boundaries of current gaming technology, promising a future where the virtual world of GTA is as unpredictable, diverse, and alive as the real one, revolutionizing gameplay with next-gen AI and enhanced vehicle dynamics. A significant pillar of the GTA 6 wishlist is the introduction of next-gen AI, which promises to breathe life into the NPCs, making them more than just backdrop characters in the player's story. This leap forward in AI technology is envisioned to endow NPCs with daily routines, complex behaviors, and dynamic reactions to player actions, thereby crafting a world that feels alive and responsive. The impact of such advancements would extend beyond mere aesthetics, fundamentally altering how players engage with the game world, a world alive with possibilities. The implementation of advanced AI systems would transform NPCs from static elements into active participants in the game's ecosystem. Picture walking through a neighborhood where every character has a purpose and reacts to the player's presence and actions in a unique way. A simple act like inadvertently causing a traffic jam could ripple through the community, affecting the NPC's routines and attitudes toward the player. This level of interactivity would immerse players in a world that truly reacts to their presence, making every playthrough unique and unpredictable. Enhanced vehicle dynamics for immersive travel. Complementing the advanced AI, the wishlist also emphasizes enhanced vehicle dynamics, aiming to deliver a more realistic and varied vehicle handling experience. This feature would not only cater to the series' long-standing fans of high-speed chases and intricate getaways, but also to players who relish the thrill of mastering different vehicle types. The prospect of customizable cars, motorcycles, boats, and even airplanes opens up new avenues for exploration and gameplay, making the journey between points in the vast game world an experience in itself. The evolving game world, living consequences. A standout feature on the wishlist is the concept of an evolving game world, where player actions have tangible and lasting effects on the environment and NPC behavior. This dynamic would introduce a new level of strategy and consequence to gameplay, encouraging players to weigh their decisions carefully. Visible change, lasting impact. Imagine a scenario where your decision to support one faction over another leads to visible changes in territory control, NPC alignments, and even the economic landscape of the game world. Such a system would not only enhance the replayability of the game, but also provide a personalized narrative thread, as players see their actions reflected in the world around them over time. Strategic depth with heists and law enforcement. The wishlist further includes a desire for more complex heist missions and a nuanced law enforcement response. These elements would add a strategic layer to the game, requiring players to plan their actions meticulously, from the recruitment of allies to the execution of plans, and navigate the consequences of their criminal undertakings. A game of cat and mouse. A more sophisticated law enforcement response system, complete with investigations, raids, and a legal memory of player actions, would elevate the stakes of every criminal activity. This system would compel players to think strategically about their actions, balancing risk and reward in a world where the law remembers and reacts to their past deeds. As we delve deeper into the community's wish list for GTA 6, it becomes evident that the vision encompasses not just improvements in graphics or scale, but a fundamental enhancement of how players interact with the game world. From the bustling life brought forth by next-gen AI to the strategic depth of evolving game dynamics and law enforcement response, each feature contributes to a rich, immersive tapestry that promises to redefine the open-world gaming experience. The anticipation for GTA 6 is a reflection of the community's desire for a game that not only entertains, but also challenges and responds to them in ways previously unimagined. Advancing interactivity, next-gen AI, and enhanced vehicle dynamics. The anticipation for GTA 6 includes a significant emphasis on next-gen AI, aiming to bring the inhabitants of its vast world to life with unprecedented realism. NPCs with daily routines, complex behaviors, and dynamic reactions to player actions promise to create a more immersive and interactive environment. This leap in AI technology would not only enhance the believability of the game world, but also open up new avenues for gameplay and storytelling. Imagine witnessing the ripple effects of your actions across the city, as NPCs respond to changes in their environment, creating a living, breathing world that evolves with the player. Enhanced vehicle dynamics stand out as a key area for innovation, with the community seeking a more nuanced and realistic driving experience. This includes not only a diverse range of vehicles, but also detailed customization options, allowing players to tailor their rides to their liking. The introduction of soft body physics for vehicles would elevate the realism of collisions and damage, making every scrape and crash a unique event. Such advancements would deepen the connection between players and their vehicles, making them not just modes of transportation, but integral parts of the game's narrative and identity. Strategic depth and legal nuance, heists and law enforcement. The wishlist also highlights a desire for more complex heist missions and a nuanced approach to law enforcement. Heists requiring thorough planning, recruiting, and execution would engage players in strategic thinking, offering multiple approaches and outcomes that reflect the game's emphasis on choice and consequence. Meanwhile, an improved law enforcement response, complete with investigations and a legal system that remembers player actions, would add a layer of depth and realism to the game's depiction of crime and justice. These elements together promise to create a more engaging and challenging experience, where every action carries weight and the line between right and wrong is blurred by the complexities of the game's world, bridging worlds, online integration, and community engagement. The integration of the single-player campaign with GTA Online and the support for cross-platform play represent a vision for a unified gaming experience that bridges the gap between individual and communal play. This seamless integration would not only expand the game's narrative into the online realm, but also foster a sense of community and shared adventure among players from different platforms. The inclusion of VR support and substantial environmental interaction further underscores the wishlist's focus on immersion, offering players new ways to experience and influence the game world. The call for comprehensive mod support from launch highlights the community's desire to contribute to the game's evolution, emphasizing the importance of player creativity and agency. By embracing the modding community, GTA 6 could offer an ever-expanding universe of content, ensuring its longevity and relevance in the gaming landscape. Conclusion: a vision for the future. The wishlist for GTA 6 culminates in a vision of a game that is not only a technological marvel, but also a rich tapestry of human experience, reflection, and interaction. It imagines a world where every detail, from the sweep of the weather across the landscape to the individual choices of a customizable protagonist, contributes to a deeply immersive narrative. This vision for GTA 6 challenges the conventions of open-world gaming, seeking to create an experience that is as unpredictable, diverse, and engaging as life itself. As we await the next installment in the Grand Theft Auto series, the community's wishlist stands as a testament to the series' impact on gaming culture and its potential to continue inspiring, challenging, and entertaining players around the world.